right. So pages 5 to 35, we have several writings. Part 1, Children Passing in the Streets, the Roots of Our Radicalism. And Part 2, Entering the Lives of Others, Theory in the Flesh. So this is the summary from Nicole. I find it intriguing that 21 years prior to the publication of This Bridge Called My Back, Lorraine Hansberry, cognizant of the politics of representation, writes Mr. Churchvellek to thank him for translating her work into the language of Capic. Hansberry laments the fact that she will not be able to read the translation of her work, but she remains grateful. Interestingly, Hansberry closes her letter by sharing a Black feminist worldview. She states, I believe we can impose beauty on our future. It is in this spirit that I center This Bridge Called My Back and invite you to examine and discuss the merit of pages 5 through 35. I aptly describe this section as a manifesto, testimonial, revolutionary cultural production, and an expansive archive that calls attention to the political, economic, and social conditions of its time. Published in 1981, This Bridge Called My Back materializes at a time of significant social upheaval. 1981 is the beginning of the Reagan years and a political agenda that pushed the widespread privatization of public services. The year also forced nations to seriously consider the effects of ecological devastation, as massive flooding caused a whole town to disappear in South Africa. That year, repression of LGBTQ visibility and sexual liberation was at the center of Operation SOAP, a Canadian police raids. Meanwhile, Black British youth and police would clash, marking a moment in time that will forever be remembered as the Brixton riots. China is also forced to cope with violence in public space, the Yanquan Theater bombing. A year marked by corruption, domestic and international terrorism, and social injustice is also the year This Bridge Called My Back is published, and its radical agenda, Freedom Now, is introduced to the world. Oh, what a time to be alive. What an incredible moment for Black, Indigenous women of color feminists to impose beauty on our future, by producing a generative text whose impact, almost 40 years post production, is still seen, felt, heard, and lived.